What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to level 4 of the Zerg campaign, where we are finally going to be seeing what is inside of this chrysalis. So, for those...
Alright. All crews stay frosty and keep your eyes peeled for our target. Remember, not only are we up against the Zerg here, but our old pal General Duke may be creeping around too. Let's hope this trip wasn't a big mistake.
For those of you who don't know the storyline, just stay tuned. You will see for yourself what is inside of that chrysalis. Now, this level isn't a difficult one. It's just another one of those levels that takes a little bit of time in order to finish. We also have access to a new unit called the Queen, an incredibly effective support unit. It's got no damage that it deals, however, it's got really awesome abilities, like one, infesting a Terran command center, which gives us access to one of the highest damage dealing units in the game called an infested Terran, which is a unit we will probably use a little bit later in this campaign. Then, of course, it's got the Parasite ability, which is a very handy ability that you can use in this manner. So, you put it on a unit, something like a Terran dropship, and then effectively what it does is it just becomes your eyes. So as you can see, that thing is now exploring the map for us. So using parasites to your advantage is a pretty must. Here comes another one. And no need for us to send overlords around in order to explore. Also, it means that if for some reason they send in attacks like that, then we can see them. And we can actually be prepared for when they come. So it just costs a little bit of energy, so really not a problem for us at all in order to use that as much as we possibly can. Okay. So, like the level before, just go about making your drones, get your economy up and running, get some defenses. Even though we do have a lot of defenses, you can maybe build a sunken colony or two over here, since they are on, well, good positions, but not ideal positions. Oh yeah, I forgot about the last ability, or the last two abilities. The Spawn Brutling is what makes the Queen a force to be reckoned with. It is an ability that one-shots anything on the ground, whether it be the most durable unit on ground being an Ultralisk, a siege tank, doesn't matter what. This thing one-shots everything on the ground. So you can literally clear defenses with just a couple of Queens. And yeah, so it makes it a badass kind of unit to have on your side, especially if you know how to effectively use it, which is exactly what we're going to do for this level. The last one is evolve the his ensnare ability. Now the ensnare ability is also a very effective skill for us to use, especially if you use it correctly. Oh man, got stuck. You would throw it on a batch of units and then it slows their movement. Now This is a very good idea if you want to keep units from getting into position, or if you want to keep units from running away, or anything in that line. Or if you even use hit-and-run tactics with stuff like Hydralisks or Mutalisks, then Ensnare will keep them in place long enough so that you can deal maximum damage against them. So, in short, the Queen is almost a must-have unit for any Zerg game. Back to focusing on this game. Yes, we definitely want to build up another hatchery, preferably close to the gas extractor, so that we can benefit from a lot more gas than what we currently are. And also just having 3 to 4 hatcheries is generally a good idea. Let's not get supply blocked. Build the Overlord. Like another drop is coming up, or a planned one at least. And so far so good with our resources. Nice having access to 2 mineral spots. Okay, like I said, we are going to be building 2 sunken colonies over here just to benefit from having a little bit of extra defense, since we are not investing into making any units at this stage. I don't recall the base at the top really... Oh, okay, never mind, I spoke too soon. Way too soon. Oh! God damn it. Just as I said it. Okay, so yeah, the top side does need defenses. And let's invest in those defenses. No need to worry about that spot over there. Not sure if I mentioned this, but in order for you to spread creep in this game, you need to make creep colonies. So just keep that in mind when playing with the Zerg. And I forgot to build a spawning. No matter. Build another one just for comfort. So our gas saturation looking good. Mineral saturation is also looking really good for both bases. All that needs to be done now is getting the rest of our essentials, getting upgrades and access to stronger units. Make another batch of drones, and then I would say we are ready for action with regards to getting everything else. Immediately start the lair, immediately get this upgrade up and running.
Celebrate, the chrysalis is opening. Do not allow any Terrans near it.
Right, here comes our mystery unit waiting inside. Incoming Terran attack. But too late, upgrades are ready.
Arise, my daughter. Arise. Kerrigan.
By your will, Father, I live to serve. Let all who oppose the Overmind feel the wrath of the Swarm.
Well done, Celebrate. What I have wrought this day shall be the undoing of my enemies. Let not a Terran survive.
Mother of God. Kerrigan, what have they done to you?
Oh, lo and behold, it's Kerrigan. She, after all, survived the new Gettysburg attack. And she is a lot more stronger than what she was in the past. Let's not get too cocky, however. But, yeah, she's got a couple of her ghost abilities still. And, Zerg regeneration, decent amount of armor. Oh, and they're using snare ability as well. Now, yeah, Kerrigan is mighty powerful, and yep, more shall be revealed as things progress. Anyways, back to focusing on the mission. Let's not let Kerrigan die, so let her heal a bit for the time being. The consumability is an ability that a later unit of the Zerg has got access to, called the Defiler. And the Defiler is also a support unit, incredibly powerful. And the purpose of the Defiler is to also deal damage and give support to Zerg units. So what this ability does is when you're... Well, I'll just demonstrate. So let's use it on... Usually you would use it on a Zergling. So you would use it on a Zergling and then notice that my mana has now jumped up quite a bit. So, if you want to get Kerrigan up to high mana really quickly, you just use the consumability at the sacrifice of losing a unit or two that you have consumed. Okay, our hatcheries. And now, let's just go for the rest of our upgrades. From here on out, all that we're going to do is we're going to start assaulting the base here on the northern side. Northeastern side, I mean, and as soon as this command center falls, the game is over and done with. Now, it will be a good idea to get Mutalisks in order to break down the turrets once again. So, oh yeah, great. We can actually, gas is a little bit on the low side. So we should go ahead and get the base here on the bottom side. But first we need to get access to that final upgrade. I actually completely forgot about the base here on the bottom, so that, because, you know, we kind of need the gas. If we can at least get that first missile turret to fall, that will give us an area to break through. And then from there on out, we have a couple of choices on how we want to approach it. Option number one would be, oh man, whoa, that's a lot of fire bats, and we don't want to let the bulk of our Zergling army get too close to that, that's for sure. That's the quickest way for an entire Zergling army to just melt, by the way. So yeah, let the sunken colonies take up the damage for that. So what we can do, we can break this area down over here and then build 2 more hatcheries, and with that hatcheries we'll have, yeah, a full supply of units that just constantly keep on coming out. That's one option. The other option is a bunch of overlords and just keep units going here in our base. So let's supply ourselves with overlords, especially since we have so many minerals. And also, let's get the Brootlings up and running so that we can start targeting their siege tanks located in that base. We're not really gonna focus too much on... Actually, in fact, it would be a better idea to get a couple of Mutalisks first. Because we need to start breaking down that area. Since gas is so scarce, we don't want to stick around on this level for too long. Just within the next 10 minutes, we want to have this level over and done with. Going for the damage will be fine. I mean, it's not a very expensive upgrade to get. Armor will generally be the better choice, but we'll be fine. Okay, 4 Mutalisks can actually do quite a bit of damage, believe it or not. Especially if we micromanage. So let's see if we can do this shit properly. As this one gets too low, pull it back. And there we go. So at least we have that turret out of the way. And from here on out, actually, now that I think about it, we don't have to worry too much about investing into getting a mass amount of Mutalisks. Nonetheless, let's see about securing that base just for in case of emergencies. But other than that, we are just gonna make Zerglings. Lots and lots and lots of Zerglings, and we are going to storm them on the side. Now, before we start storming them, though, it's going to be a good idea for us to just clear their siege tanks out a bit. Zerglings don't fare too well against siege tanks. Trying to see if there's anything else that I need to be concerned about. Yeah, put this one closer to the extractor than the minerals because we already have so much minerals. Keep the Zergling supply going. And I'm actually going to go through with the strategy of just taking 2 drones that we're going to be setting up in that base over there. Keep them on the side, though, because they... just for in case that our attack fails, of course. So, yeah, Brute changed it to E, I remember now. So, preferably target the siege tanks. And if they do die, it's not the end of the world. We can quickly make a bunch more. Okay, so those are out of the way. And let the drop begin. Sacrifice these if you need to. Just to get them to focus on something else. Okay. So let these Zerglings rain. Havoc, send the rest back and make a new batch of Zerglings afterwards. Keep Kerrigan at the back. Yeah. Hold it here on the far side. This would be a much better idea to do That way, keep them out of trouble and out of range of anything else. I do think that this blow might be enough though, but in case it's not, we are making more Zerglings, more units. Yeah, just for shits and giggles, we can get that upgrade as well. And you know what? It would seem like this level is over and done with. Yeah. Could have infested that command center. Actually, I forgot about that.
Sarah, is that really you?
To an extent. I'm far more than I once was, Jim. You shouldn't have come here.
But the dreams. I dreamed you were still alive, that somehow you were calling to me.
I was. While I was in the chrysalis, I instinctively reached out to you and Arcturus telepathically. Apparently, Arcturus sent Duke here to reclaim me. But that was then, Jim. I'm one of the Zerg now, and I like what I am. You can't imagine how this feels.
So, what? Are you gonna kill me now, darling?
That is certainly within my power. But you're not a threat to me, Jim. Be smart. Leave here now, and never seek to confront the Zerg again.
Doesn't look like I had much choice.
Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of level 4 for the Zerg campaign. At the end, one full-scale Zergling attack was more than enough to clear out that base. Nonetheless, in order to save yourself time at times, it's a good idea to just be safe rather than sorry. Nonetheless, I hope that you found this level helpful. Please like and subscribe. Refer to your friends who would like to learn more about StarCraft 1. And of course, I will see you next time where we get to play a little bit more with Kerrigan on an individual level. See you next time.